Welcome to From Code to Cure. Today, our topic is RNA and AI. Smarter payloads, better LNPs beyond the livers. I'm Roger Wang and joined by Dr. Pan.
Excited to dig in. AI is helping us design RNA payloads and delivery systems that are more effective, stable, and tissue targeted.
So this session is pre-recorded, but we are paying attention to the comment area. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave your questions over there and we'll respond. So to begin with, Dr. Pan, can you explain where AI currently fits into the field of therapeutics?
Yeah, definitely. So there are three very important steps in the RNA drug discovery. First is payload design. We need to optimize the sequence of mRNA, siRNA, or SOA sequences for their efficacy, selectivity, and stable structure, and also reduce the side effect caused by immunogenicity. And the second one is delivery system. Those design sequence has to be packed into the lipid nanoparticle, short for LNP. And then those nanoparticles also has to be optimized with the correct formula. And then different composition would also lead to different tissue specificity and different pharmacology profile. And the third one is stable manufacturability. So we will need a very long half-life and stable form of those medicines to have them optimize the in vivo efficacy.
Got it, got it. So among those three applications, which application do you think are showing the most promise right now?
Yeah, so I think the first two, AI has already been play a very important role. For example, in sequence design, there's multiple generation of AI algorithms that could optimize, let's say, the mRNA sequence, which could enhance its protein expression rate and stability in general. And also for siRNA and ASO, they could be extremely selective right now because they're relatively shorter sequences and mostly facing like off-target problems. But with AI, we'll be able to screen the entire genome, be able to make them more selective and more therapeutically effective. And for the LNPs, we know that delivery is a bottleneck for, in general, gene therapy. So that we need to use LNP to pack the mRNA molecules and be able to make it delivered to different tissues with the disease. And then tissue specific delivery is also a big challenge. And in the past, only like deliver to liver is approved drug is able to do. But with the help of AI, we could optimize the chemical formulation and also different type of lipid could be used that could target different tissue and with more selective profile so that we be able to expand the application of this type a drug to not just liver disease or limited to certain like muscle injections on vaccines. So we could actually in general target any type of disease as long as we be able to deliver them to the right place.
Makes sense. So they are all sound so exciting and promising, but on the other hand, is there still any limitations or challenges that this field is still facing?
Yeah, the most challenging thing in this field is the basically the effective dosage to reach to the disease area is still pretty low. Almost like 1% what's being injected is actually being delivered to the right place and take the therapeutic effect. That's why the goal of the optimization is first, of course, make it very targeted, very potent against target. The second is we need to really make sure the delivering system, the formulation innovation has breakthroughs that we could actually bring those genetic material very, very efficiently without much of waste in the process to the right place.
Got it. So now, given the pros and cons, and looking ahead, in which area of drug discovery and development do you think that AI can have the most impact, especially for the RNA-based therapies?
I think the extrahepatic delivery, such as going to lung, spleen, or CNS, and also personalized dosage and other vaccine. Those three areas, I think it could be a great breakthrough. We can talk it one by one. First, the delivery. Like I said earlier, in the past, the traditional LNP failed to deliver to specific tissue rather than just haptic delivery, like to the liver. But we do need that the drug to be delivered into any disease places in our body. So in that case, right now, combined with small molecule, which is the component of the lipids, and also the composition of like a formula, like AI type of AI work together, will be able to really screening a lot of very diverse and innovative ingredients to build a nanoparticle to be tissue specific. So those are mostly phenotype type of AI model and has already showed a promising result in a lot of academic research. And also another one is personalized dosing or combination, because as we know that RNA is very target specific. And also it is basically a natural molecule we already have in our body. And for each patient, normally to try to repair certain missing genes or inhibit certain like excessive gene that cause the disease, we could do a one target or multi-target strategy. And also everybody has different degree of disease that will require different dosage to based on the diagnose on the, let's say, the multi-omic level, so that everybody would be different. And then mRNA is or other type of RNA is actually can be very personalized, and the dose and the sequence can be easily adjusted. So I think that's really one of the modalities I think is the best for personalized medicine. And then another is the oncology mRNA vaccine, which is also currently in see a lot of promise in clinical trials, which we would actually require us to, based on the individual patient data and the sequence on their background genomic information, to generate a tailored vaccine for different type of like genetic patients group with different genetic background. So those are also in the future trends that we could develop those type of vaccines composed of multiple target and also tailored for each individual patients. And in that case, we could eventually end cancer. So I think those are all very exciting, and we see very good progress recent years using AI applied in RNA therapies.
Got it. So we are talking about a super promising, exciting feature that we are expecting that we use AI to help the RNA therapies. But do you think is there any area or the potentials being overstated? Is there anything that might be hard to achieve?
Yeah, I think there's currently still, in reality, there's still two bottlenecks I can see. First, we can use AI to predict different type of formulas or novel molecules, but still to test them and systematically takes a lot of investment. And the wet lab validation itself is a hurdle right now. And also in terms of personalized medicine, there's no clear guideline if, let's see, if we approved a group of patients with this disease, with this type of RNA treatment, can we really change the dose or change the composition, just tailor for future different patient group? There's still no clear guidelines from the FDA. And also in scientific reality, we still don't know the efficacy and safety side of those hypotheses. So there's still a long way to go, both in the in vitro and in vivo validation of all the AI's proposals in those discovery process.
Makes sense. So let's go back to Ainnocence perspective. How can you elaborate more, like how are we approaching the integration of AI and RNA therapeutics?
Yeah, so we're still focused on the early discovery stage and help biotech companies that are working on mRNA treatment on two aspects. Primarily, one is the sequence design and optimization for the key ingredients, the mRNA sequence of the drug. And also we do also try to help them optimize their lipid nanoparticle properties by using machine learning model to predict different tissue specific lipid species and also potential formulas. So those are the two major focus. And then we kind of work as either a pure like a CRO business model, like a consulting, and we'll also could co-development with biotech that to co-develop certain therapeutic assets together.
Got it. So, last thought before we close. Do you have any final thoughts you would like to leave with our audience here in that are watching our videos?
Yeah, definitely. So based on all my experience in drug discovery on different modality type, I do believe actually RNA is the most promising and programmable medicine in the future. And it's probably the only modality that could really achieve personalized medicine. And the good thing is it can also do inhibition for a target, and also it could be just a protein replacement if you have certain genetic defect with that you cannot produce certain functional enzyme for your body. It basically covers all the spectrum of all type of therapy, like disease courses, and which is the advantage than the other modality, which we know that small molecules very hard to design agonist, mostly inhibitors, and we know antibodies can only do blocking and inhibition as well. So and also all those modalities, you still take a long manufacturing and also a lot of unforeseen side effect could be like in vivo. But RNA is more native to our own human like endogenous system. So the immune system would mostly recognize this as this without any too much of over response if we calculate that carefully. So I would say I do see a bright future of mRNA therapy, and I do see that AI could integrate really well and to make the sequence of RNA and the formulas of the delivering system programmable. I hope if people are interested in can join us we to create and get this technology platform more mature and better to serve the strengths of the patients.
Got it. Just one more question, more for myself. As we are talking about the personalized medicines based on your RNA sequence, would you expect the medicine bill to be rocket high because we are going to customize the medicines for each patient? Or do you think the AI can actually help us to control the cost as well?
That's a good question. It actually comes with two sides. I think that first of all, if AI can precisely predict the correct sequence and formula, definitely reduce the R&D cost dramatically, and that's the major contribution for the price of the medicine. Another thing is actually RNA synthesis is the cheapest among all. It's almost can be like a 3D printing.
Yeah,
So it's the most like a cheap type of synthetic molecules. So right now, I think that the unit price is like way lower than small molecule and antibody. So that's why I think this is the promising modality for the future medicine. It's just right now we still the delivery and the manufacturing still have certain technology bottleneck, but I think once the delivering problem is solved, the price and the everything will be extremely low. So that would be really good for everybody.
sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you, Dr. Payne, and thank you everyone for joining us today. Leave your comment in the comment area and we'll respond. See you next time. Bye.
See you next time. Thank you for your attendance.